Welcome to the session Transportation Models. In the last class, we have studied transportation models. Under that, we completed row minima method. Now, we have to solve the new method that it is column minima method. With using this, we can find out the total cost of transportation cost that it will minimize the entity. So the column minima method. So these are the steps involved in the column minima method. First step, you have to verify that total demand is equal to total supply. In the second step, you have to select first column, whatever is the minimum value that you have to check. That minimum value you have to subtract from each and every column and repeat the same for all the columns. So this is the problem given. The same problem it is given for the row minima method. Now the same thing I am applying for the column minima method. Yes, column minima method I am applying. So first row total supply is equal to 600, that it is here. Column row total it is equal to, this is demand total, it is equal to 600. Both are 600. Hence the problem is a transportation problem, balanced transportation problem we used to say. Here the method, the first step, in the first column, this is the first column. In this column, whichever is the minimum that you have to select. Here the minimum value 6744 is the minimum that I am selecting. There I am giving the allocation. So now its demand is 200, its supply is 275. Among these two, whichever is the minimum, that it will come here 200, that 200 is minimum, so that it will write 200. I am subtracting from here, so 200 subtracted 75 is the balance. So this it will become 200 minus 200 0. So this column is becoming 0. This column is exhausted more than this, we cannot allocate in this column. Next, second column you have to take. In this second column, whichever is the minimum you have to take, that minimum value is, you have to demand and supply. Demand is 100, supply is 75, whichever is the minimum that it will come inside. So 75 is the minimum that it will come inside. So this it will become 0. This 100 minus that 75, 100 minus 75, it will become as 25 is the balance. So now it has become 0. The row is exhausted more than this. In this row need not to be allocated. Next, again you have to take the same column. In this column 8 and 11. In this column 8 is the minimum. So there you have to give an allocation. 25 is here. 150 is here, 150 it is there. In this row total it is 150, column total is 25. So there we have to give an allocation. So whichever is a minimum, that 150 and 25. 25 is the minimum, that 25 I am writing here. So here you will get it 125. If you subtracted this, it will become 0. So now this is exhausted because this has become 0. In this column need not to be allocated. Next, third column you have to allocate an allocation. So where the minimum it is there you have to take that particular cell. So here you are taking, here its demand is 300, supply is 125. So demand, supply, we used to take whichever is the minimum. So 300 is a value, 125 whichever is the minimum, which will come inside. That 125 it will come inside. So that 125 it will be 0. 125 minus 125, here 125 subtracted, the balance is 175. So here this is 0, means this is exhausted. Here demand is also 175, supply is also 175, both it will come inside. So that 175 will come here. So this it will become 0, this it will become 0. So now we completed our process. The total 25 plus 125, 150 you got it, 175 you got it, 200 plus 75, 275 you got it. This 200 total, 75 plus 25, 100. So 125 plus 175, 300. So row wise total and column wise total completed. Hence we reach the initial solution. So for this problem, you check those what I got the allocations. I am writing here once again the same allocations, number of allocations to be counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So number of rows is 3, m is 3. Number of columns is n, that is 3. 3 plus 3, 6, 5 allocations we got it. Hence we got the column wise total which satisfy the solution is basic. So now we have to multiply 25 into 8, 125 into 10, 175 into 11, 200 into 4, 75 into 5. Hence, if you simplify this answer, you will get 4,550. So this is the total transportation cost with using the column minima method. Break for questions. So row minima method and column minima method used for to find find inventory, total optimal cost, find the assignment cost, find the total transportation cost. Still we did not start the optimal, no inventory here in the transportation. We have to find only the total transportation cost. So hence the answer is total transportation cost. Summary. So we have given the steps for procedure for column method, column minima method, balanced transportation problem, initial balanced transportation problem, initial basic feasible solution. How to find with using the column minima method. Thank you.